season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Cleveland.
On the ground, it's Mack. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 17 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times, and that ramps up into a bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. He completes this one to Mack. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Rams' 6-yard
from the gun, Bridgewater. Incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 5-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. He got his man complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Now that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Slant pass to Boyd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right now.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mixon. Down to about the 22 here. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, and he's that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus? Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas, but it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
To throw, Bridgewater. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. And the Browns first down.
Here's Mack. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's
trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Bridgewater now. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown, Rams.
So that backfired in a big way. A made field goal would have tied the game. Instead, now we're looking at a 9-point spread with an extra point to come.
Not just the point differential. Think about how they feel mentally because you know in their minds they saw this game as tied. Now, as you pointed out, it's a bigger deficit.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Rams 10, Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the... Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Browns drive about to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And on the left far sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. They'll run the screen with Mack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. He dumps this off to Mack. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That was just a good...
Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Position on him, and he pulls it in. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Buckner is set to kick off.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 66 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the Rams are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up second.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go right back to Mack. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Brown.
1st down, Bridgewater. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Bridgewater's pass complete to David Njoku.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
It's a gain of
3rd and 4. He did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49.
Here's Marlon Mack.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up 3rd down.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. James has it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Sliding out of the pocket. Not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, When I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. Well, this one taken in by Cephas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards the pickup there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. He completes this one to Mack.
Bridgewater's pass.
And out of bounds right around the 20. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And all the way up to the 49. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards on the ground. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's James. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. That's complete. And they'll be be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for L.A., it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard